As promised, every Saturday, I will give you universities that are taking off the application fee if that is a burden, to you, so you can apply for free. So take a pen and a paper. If you have a high school qualification, I'm going to give you a university that is waiving the application fee for undergraduate applications. If you are interested in applying for a PhD, I'm going to give you one as well. And for graduate applications, the third one will be for undergrad, masters, and PhD. So one school for only undergraduates. If you have a high school, if you have a diploma, you can apply for a bachelor's. You don't have to pay anything. And then there is one only for PhD applications. The third one will be for both undergrad. If you are interested in graduate applications, I'll give you the waiver code. And also if you are interested in a PhD. So get a pen and a paper. If you're watching us on TikTok, you're welcome. I need you to be typing the waiver code as soon as I mention it. Let's start. The first one, I'm going to show you how to go about it. So when you go to Google, you simply have to type University of Dallas. So Dallas is DALLAS. So University of Dallas. And then you click on admission. So when you type University of Dallas on Google, this is what you're going to see. You might see the first one, and then you scroll down, you see the University of Dallas is a Catholic university. It's actually a private university. Then you click on admissions and aid. When you click on admissions and aid, then you see down here that it is showing apply for undergraduate admission for free before December 15 with the code DEC15 to get your $50 application fee waived. So if you're watching us on TikTok, the waiver code is DEC. You type everything in capital letters. So can somebody type it in on TikTok for us? DEC15. The name of the university is University of Dallas. It's actually a private Catholic university located in the state of Dallas, in a city called Irving, IRVING. So the waiver code is DEC15. That is December 15. And December 15 is actually the deadline that you have to apply to this university in order to get a waiver. Remember, I'm saying that it's for undergraduate applications. Now, let's check and see some of the programs you can apply for. So if you go to the academic section, we go to the program, you see business, and they have accounting. Let's see, let's group it by type. So undergraduate applications, they have art history. They also have biochemistry, bioethics, biology, business, ceramics, chemistry, and then classical. We can load more. There's a lot of programs. There is French, English, engineering, drama, computer science, comparative literature, classics, philosophy, classical philology, chemistry, ceramics, and all that. They have a lot of programs. If I load all of them, you see mathematics, Spanish, theology, sculpture, psychology, politics, physics, painting, Italian, German, history, English, engineering, economics. There's a lot of programs in this university. And remember, I said that if somebody can type it in the comment section, I would really appreciate it. And the name of the university, if you can also type it, it's called University of Dallas. University of Dallas is located in a state called Texas. The city is called Irving, IRVING. So type the name of the school in the comment section, and then type the waiver code December 15th. Please make sure you are applying before the December 15th. So today is December 13th. So you have 2 more days to apply for free. And this is boldly indicated on their website. I walk you through how you're going to get it. So this is not like an information. You go to Google, type University of Dallas, you wait, and then you scroll down all the way to the apply admissions and aid. Immediately you click on it, then it will pop up down here. Let me scroll to see. Let me zoom this in. So it will pop down here as University of Dallas waived application fee. So originally this would have been a $50 application fee, but if you apply before December 15th, that is either tomorrow or the next day, you're going to get this application fee waived. It will not waive automatically. Normally people will come in the comment section, I apply and it did not waive. You need to follow the instructions. Apply before on or before December 15th. There is a waiver code section. type the code in there, so that if you don't, type the code, you still be required to pay the application fee. However, if you type the code in there, then it will waive it for you. So this is for only undergraduate applications. Remember that if you want to talk about scholarship, you have to email the director of the program, find out if they'll offer you scholarships. Now let's talk about the second one. This one is for PhD, and it will surprise you where the university is located. Before coming to the US, I thought Hawaii was another, country, but there's a university called University of Hawaii. It's located in Manoa, if that's what the name is. The program is a doctoral economics program. So it's a PhD in economics. And, this is how you're also going to get the waiver to apply to that university. Let me share that with you real quick. So if you are listening to us, you can type that. So PhD in economics. And the name of the university is called University of Hawaii. University of Hawaii. So it's located in a state called Hawaii. If you've not heard about Hawaii, it's one of the states in the US. It's a great university. People really do not talk about some of these universities, but yes, it's a great university you should apply to as well. It's the PhD in economics that they are waiving the application fee for, and so it's not all their programs. Please pay attention to that. That would be super helpful. I want to see if I can show you the waiver code so that you can also apply for free. Check out their deadlines. If you want to find out whether they do have scholarships, you need to email the university to be able to figure that out. Now let's check out the last one. This is for undergraduate, master's, or PhD. It's called Northeastern University, and there's a waiver code as well. Northeastern University. If you can type it in the comment section, I would really appreciate it. Type Northeastern University. And then the waiver code to apply to this university for free is NULO. I don't know if it's what language it is, but I think it's Northeastern University. So NULOR, all in caps. So NULOR, capital letters. You have to type them in capital letters. NULOR. This is Northeastern University, waiving application fee for undergrad, masters, and then the PhD programs as well. So this is the biggest study abroad content platform. The name is the Fred Effect. This is the reason why we try to share some of these opportunities. There are a lot of people who want to apply. However, the application fee is a burden. Sometimes the universities you're applying to are more. So you're applying to like 3 to 5 of them. Sometimes it's just a little bit expensive trying to afford all these. So if you are able to get a waiver code to waive some of the application fees, it reduces the financial burden on you trying to study abroad. So that is why I share some of these universities. Sharing the waiver code does not necessarily guarantee that they have a scholarship. How do you know whether the university will offer you scholarship? Email the department head of the program you want to apply to, share your credentials, especially your resume and then your transcript. Ask if you can go ahead and apply, if they will give you scholarship. Then you can use the waiver code to apply for free. Now, sometimes some universities require PayPal or credit card, which might be challenging. So when I was in Bole Bamboy, I didn't have a MasterCard or Visa card. Those, if you're in Ghana, you know that if you have a MasterCard or Visa card, the bank charges an extra amount every month. National Service 559. How do I get money to put into my account, let alone to pay for extra money owning, a MasterCard or Visa card that I wouldn't be using for anything? So when you get some of these things taken care of, it reduces the financial burden on you. So that is it. So I shared University of Dallas. There is a waiver code DEC15, December 15. And then I also shared University of Hawaii. For that one, it's only for the PhD program. However, they have a lot of other programs that you can check out, but you may be required to pay an application fee. The last one that I shared was Northeastern University, and then the waiver code is NULOR, which is NULO or something like that. All right. So this is how the program is going to go. The first few minutes, we share with you application fees. You can apply for free, and then you write them down. The second section will be our interview section. So we bring our guest on, and then we get started. My co-host has always been Ben. Ben, how are you doing? Your microphone is muted, sir. How are you doing, Ben?
Yeah, I'm doing good. And you?
I'm okay. How is the UK?
Yeah, by His grace, everything is fine. How about US?
I'm okay. It's cool here. It's getting cold, so we're managing. Our guest today is the beautiful Helen. Helen, your microphone is muted. You have to unmute it. Um, how are you doing, Helen? Okay. Helen is struggling with the unmute button, so we'll leave her to figure that out. But
Can you
hey,
hear me now?
there we go. There we go. Finally. How are you,
Thank
Helen?
you so much for having me here.
How are you doing?
Doing very well. Like you said, it's cold.
Yeah, super cold now. But I love this weather because usually, especially when it is snowing and you get your some akata clothes on and you go and take a picture. It's beautiful, right? Have you taken some snow pictures yet?
Oh yeah, and then I also did my snow angel. That was last year.
Yeah, there's something good about every weather over here at any point in time. So
Yeah.
yeah, I love the snow. Thank you for showing up. For the people watching, seeing your beautiful face for the first time, can you introduce yourself and then we get going?
Yes, thank you all so much for being here. My name is Helen Agbebe, an international student from Ghana. Had my undergraduate degree in Ghana, master's from Western Michigan University in finance. Been here for the past about 2 years and still counting. Currently working on my OPT as a part-time communication consultant, and I also volunteer at my school's financial wellness and planning center to support student success. So I'm looking forward to having an insightful discussion today. Once again, thank you all for joining.
Hey, Helen, I nearly called you Amagana.
Why?
You know, this your hairstyle.
Thank you.
It's those the Amaghanaians who have been doing it too.
Thank you. Thank you. We are
Yeah,
still
I like
repping and
your,
selling Ghana.
yes, I like your intro. It's like you are loaded though.
Oh, I beg, I beg. Charlie guys are the seniors, so I beg.
Hey, Helen, you are loaded. Tell us more. How are you able to manage all these portfolios?
Well, that's a good question. I'll first of all will say my curiosity and the exposure that I have gotten through my study abroad. I'm a very curious person. And so coming here is one a perfect example I'll use is like going to the northern region, right? You can't speak the northern language. You need someone to take you along so that whatever they will speak, you can hear what even if they are insulting you. That was the goal and the curiosity for me. So having gotten that, why not? If the opportunity is there, you seize it. So I would say it's time management after all, though it's not easy sometimes.
So, do you think you have reached?
Yeah.
Do you think you have reached in life? Or there are still a lot of things to do?
Ben, I can't hear you.
Oh, really? Is it clear now?
I can't hear you, Ben.
Hello, Helen?
Yes, I can hear you now.
You can hear me now. Oh, sorry about that. I was asking, do you think you have
You are
reached?
gone again.
Oh my goodness.
Ben, you are gone again.
Yes, I'm asking. Can you hear me now?
Is it my end? I can't still hear you.
Fred, can you hear me?
I can't hear you. I can't still hear you, Ben.
Yes, from the comment, I think they said they can hear me. Please, can you hear Helen also? Let me know from the comment box.
Please, can you hear me? Okay, we are good.
Oh, okay. They said they can hear both of us. Can you hear me now, Helen?
All right, let's see what is happening. Can you please hear me? Helen, can you hear me? Hi, Helen, can you hear me? All right. I cannot hear you from from the StreamYard. I think on TikTok you can hear me, but I cannot hear you from here. If you could exit and rejoin, I think that would be great. Helen, can you hear me? All right. You are muted on StreamYard, so please unmute it. And then you can put your volume down on TikTok. I think that's where the distraction is coming from. So you can put all your volume down all the way down, because whatever you say, they can hear you. All right. Finding it difficult. So we're having a bit of challenges here. Let's see if we can figure that out and then we can continue. If you just tune in, this is the Study Abroad podcast with a Fred Effect. We do this and every Saturday. My co-host is Ben, and our guest today is Helen. She's going to share her experience through going through the Study Abroad process with us, so that you can also learn and also know which universities she applied to, how did she go about her application, how much did it cost, how long did it take, and all that. That will help you if you also want to study abroad. But we are having a bit of challenges, which is part of it. So we're trying to see if we can resolve it. If you just join in, remember that we have what we call the giveaway. Every week at the end of the session, we select one person who the team will help to go through the process. And so if you comment, you share, you like, then you automatically join the draw. Also, remember that the team has, we can't just come here and always be telling you how to do it. When you need help, we should be able to hold your hands and assist you. So we are the only team that works on undergraduate applications for free for people at the moment. So all you need to do is to schedule a one-on-one meeting. If you have a high school qualification, send us your transcript via our Instagram handle. If you go to Instagram, search for the Fred Effect. We have over 26,000 family members. I don't call it followers. Over 26,000 family members. Send us your high school results. Let's see if it's possible you can also get admission and a scholarship. If you're interested in a PhD, a master's degree program, sometimes people think that study abroad is only for people with first class. No, it's not like that. If you have a pass, if you have a third class, if you have an upper, if you have a lower, send us your transcript. Let's see if it is possible for us to help you get admission and a scholarship. You have to send it through only one platform. It's our verified Instagram handle. So send us a message. Don't come and say hello. It delays a little bit. Send us the transcript directly, and then we will get back to you on that. Let's see if we can hear Helen now. Helen, can you hear me?
Yes, can you hear me now?
Better. Okay, Ben, please, let's move on.
We can.
Okay.
All right. Yeah, thank you once again. And thank you all for joining. So as usual, the name is Ben. And here is the Fred Effect. As I've always been telling you, we are not interested in telling you or giving you information for you to go and then struggle yourself out. We are telling you reality. We are telling you people's experience. So it's up to you to come, join, learn, and apply. And we hope that definitely you one day be called an international student. So you are welcome once again. This is the Fred Effect. Helen, are you ready now?
Of course, at your service.
Okay. Thank you for joining us. We hope that by the end of the session we will learn a lot from you, and that's what our family members are expecting. Yeah, so please don't hide any information. We beg you.
I hear.
So the first question will always be, why USA?
Why USA? That's a good question. So, first of all, US, we all know it has a very good quality education. And then second for me is their strong, diverse community, sincerely. Third is their strong support system.
Please, some of us, we are just graduates from the SHS. So some of the English, you take your time. When we say diverse, strong, diverse, what does it mean? So that we can be able to follow what you're saying.
No problem. So what I mean is it's a place where you get a lot of people from different places. Like you get the Asians, you get the Africans, you get all kinds of people in such community. If you're on campus, you are getting different kinds of people from different backgrounds with unique talents and experiences. One. The second is a strong support system. So here I mean there are enormous number of opportunities and resources available to you to succeed on your academic journey. Then thirdly is the funding opportunity.
So which one
That is
motivated
why
you? Which one was your strong source of motivation?
if you talk of motivation, I would say it's the funding, but that motivation started from a friend who was back home. So kind of like what inspired me for the US. So it was a friend who started telling me about all the business field of certification. So the idea for me was that, okay, let me just try the ICAG. So I decided to be a teaching assistant on campus. And along the line, the desire decreased. And I said, okay, let me look at the CFA exams. That is the Chartered Financial Analyst exams. And I realized the only way to better or the only way to support this dream of mine was to study abroad and hence the US. So what inspired me, the big part of my inspiration was my long-term goal of becoming a chartered financial analyst and my friend who kept telling me about it, and that's how the whole study abroad thing came about.
Oh, that's an interesting one.
Yeah.
People keep saying there is no funding for business students. Are you in support with that?
It's yes and no. It's a yes. Okay, let me start with a no. It's a no in a way that I wouldn't say it's a no, but it's competitive. The reason being that our program is an in-demand program. It's a professional program. Most of
Yes,
them.
so please, can you pause for me for just 3 seconds? Please, the business students, get earwax, remove all the impurities from your ears and listen carefully. Please, this one is from an expert who was able to secure full scholarship. All right, please, let's go.
Yeah, so with it's I would say it's competitive. Like I mentioned, the program is a professional program, every day something, cybersecurity, finance, accounting. So most of the time, unlike the social science where research and more teaching staff goes in there, ours is because it's more of industry based. We don't have much of research or funding as compared to social sciences. That is one reason. One, because it's a professional. Two, it's an in-demand program. As a result, funding is competitive. The yes, however, is I always say, do not focus on or do not focus only on the department you are applying to. For instance, if I'm an accounting student, probably they may only have one funding for GA position, that is research, and sometimes might even be half. Do not focus there. Look at other places on campus. If it has to be at the management department, if it has to be with student engagement, if it has to be with housing and residence life, look at other places for funding, not necessarily in your department or college. And I've always been stressing this. So far as your experiences and skill set meet it, throw in that application. You are equally competitive.
Very good. You are equally competitive. Throw in that application. I think this is a huge motivation for us today. That's a nice one from Helene. So please, if you wouldn't mind, can you take us back to your background, where you started
Okay.
from? Was there
Okay.
a hope for you in life?
There was no hope. So there was no hope. I come from a very remote village in Sankore, and even in Sankore,
I've been to
that's like
Sankore before.
really now
Yeah,
that half a
Bosso,
region. Oh,
Sankore, those areas, yeah.
so Sankore is a big city. I come from
Yeah.
a remote area around in Kukom, Sankore. So came to Accra 2009 to do my JHS or primary education. And at that time, I was going to Form 1 or JHS 1. And so I finished with the local school and everything. And I was home. And there was this teacher who came to my parents and was like, why is Ellen home? Why hasn't she gone to the JHS yet? And of course, money issue. And then he was like, oh, her grades are good. Make sure. Fast forward, thanks to my siblings. they decided to bring me to Accra. So I came to Accra 2009, and that was where everything started. But I did not go to any of the fancy schools, you know. I did not go to any of the big SHS. No, no, no. I went to Corpus Christi. It was a day school. The reason why I didn't go to any of those big schools was I had a good grade. However, the computer wasn't favorable to me. It was mean to me. It gave me a very low school that I didn't want to go. So I ended up in Corpus Christi, which was great for me. And then, of course, came to the best university in Ghana. That's University of Cape Coast. Please, if you like, you can argue with your phone, but it's the best university of.
Which year did you complete?
I completed 2021, and so again, getting that inspiration from my friend who motivated me to stay on campus and write the ICAG, I decided to become a teaching assistant. And that was where everything with the study abroad started from, with the motivation to come here and write the CFA exams. I started application, doing my research. It was tough. Long hours of being in the office when everyone was gone. I would stay in there and get all my research done. Of course, I didn't want to go because there was free Wi-Fi on campus. Why? So I was making use of that resource, and yeah. This is how far, by God's grace.
So how you said that there was no hope, but we didn't really see it from your speech. So if you can throw more light, because we want to understand what happened, the transition from no hope to hope. Because from your introduction, now I can see that you're a big woman. Oh,
By God's
you are
grace,
a
I
big
beg. I'm
woman.
still learning. I'm still learning. Please, I am still learning.
So we want to know. We want to know. We have
So,
young girls who might maybe perhaps be in that situation. It's like they are confused. They don't know what to do with their life. So if you are comfortable, yeah.
yeah, there was no hope because at that time, first off, I didn't even have the idea that I will move from the village to come to Accra for my JHS or higher education. And majority of people that I completed with, sorry to say either pregnant or, I mean, it was, sorry to say, it was
It's
bad.
like
It was,
you lost your childhood friends. Those you were growing up, it's like they
of
all
course,
backslided. Oh
they
my
all
goodness.
backslided, and then I made it to. So there was no growing up for me. If you were to tell me that I'll be here today to study abroad, even as at level 400, if you were to tell me that I'll be here to study up, I wasn't having like, it wasn't like, say, like the type of person that would say, oh, after my tertiary education, I'll go and study abroad, I'll do this. It wasn't a thing for me, but the association of friends that I had, they kept like telling me things, and I wanted to know more. And that led to me applying, or that led to me to take my curiosity elsewhere and see how I can grow and get the exposure.
So where did you finally get the zeal, the energy, the power to apply?
I would say
Because you
during
said even as at level 400, you had
I had
no vision to study abroad.
no, not at all.
So
If you were
did
to
it
tell
just
me,
happen? Did it just happen? You just stood up one day and you said, I'm Goliath. I'm David. I'm going to fight Goliath.
no,
Was that your story?
no, it didn't happen. Like I said, the main reason why I stayed on campus to be a teaching assistant was to write the ICAG exams. That's the Institute of Chartered Accountant, the exams. And so I did. Over the line, that desire decreased. So I told my friend that I don't want to write the ICAG again. I've seen something that is closely related to my field of finance, and that was the CFA exams. And everyone was like, look, that exam is expensive. You can't even try it here in Ghana. The only way is to explore other places, say outside the country, do your master's there, if that could give you a stepping stone to journey towards that goal. So I was like, really? So truly I searched, and that was it. So first it was that desire of getting that certification for ICAG. It decreased and it turned into something else. And I fed on that curiosity, researched, explored, and here I am.
Interestingly, you researched, explored, and here you are in the
Yep.
state enjoying the snow.
Mm-hmm.
So how long did your process take you? And if you are to start it again, what will you do differently?
That's a good question. So I completed 2021, service ended 2022. So I started applying in 2022. Funding was still not a thing. I continued again in 2023. All those times I was still on campus. So it took me, I'll say, a year, because even for funding, I waited for funding over 5 to 6 months.
Wow, you have patience.
Huh, no, we'll get there. This we'll get there. The
You know,
journey.
somebody will send
Hmm.
email 1 month, no feedback, and the person will be, Freddie Fett, I'm not getting feedback. What should I do?
It's all part of the process, and it builds you. It builds you and it helps you to get the good strategy for your next application. It builds you, even though it's not an easy one. That uncertainty, that waiting moment, it's hard, is the truth. Yet when the glory comes, it's rewarding. So it took
Repeat
me
that one.
about,
Can you repeat that one for me?
I
Today you are
said,
giving us some punchlines.
Ben, I said, the waiting moment is not easy. It's hard. The uncertainty, the fear, sometimes the rejection. Yet, when the glory comes, it's rewarding.
Please, this is not chat GPT English. Oh.
Ben, so
Wow, when the glory comes, it's very rewarding. So
yeah,
you believe that hard work really pays, right?
right, and trusting the process, even when sometimes it's not clear. Because as at July 20th, 2023, I had no idea that August 20th I'll be in the US for my master's. I was doing back to back interviews on GA position with all the schools that I applied, and nothing was coming forth. And all of a sudden, yeah, it happened.
It just happened. That's
Yep.
interesting. So
Yes.
if we are to reverse time, if you are to start your process again, what will you do differently?
Thank you. I almost spaced that question.
Yeah.
What I would do differently is, because I applied, focus was on funding and curriculum of program that meets my career goals, especially giving me the stepping stone of writing my certification exams. I'll probably equally look into programs that will give me the opportunity to utilize my CPT to do an internship. I didn't get that opportunity. So CPT is curriculum practical training. So what that means is, if you get the opportunity to apply to a program, you look at the curriculum and there is an internship in there, that means that you'll be able to utilize that CPT. However, if it's not stated there, even though you have the eligibility to use that CPT, you cannot use it. Even if you get the best of internship with your program, you cannot, because it's not related or part of the
Please, it
curriculum.
seems this is, I think you are the first person mentioning this to us. So if you can take your time, is it related to only the business programs? We just
Mm-mm,
want to be sure.
mm-mm. So
Mhm.
CPT, so we have CPT and OPT.
OPT,
CPT
yes.
is
The OPT
curriculum.
people talk much about it because that is when you complete, you do, and you can secure job. So the
Mm-mm.
CPT, I think we've not had much education on that.
Okay, so the CPT is the curriculum practical training. So what that means is, curriculum, it has to be part of the curriculum of the program you are going to study or coming to study. So if I was to apply again, I will make sure that I take a program, though it meets my career goals and everything, make sure that that program has an internship portion in it, so I could utilize that CPT. Because one, especially if I'm looking at me working after school, graduating and working after school, that will put my foot at the door. It will
Oh,
give
okay.
me, yeah, it
Teach
will
us,
give
teach
me,
us, teach us.
oh man, it will give me the experience of working here in the US. And a lot of employers look at that. But if you do not, though there are exceptions that someone may not have an internship and get a job, but you could see that probably that person has some experience working from Ghana or have been here and have been working. But yeah, I would have loved to make sure and open my eyes to that. That would be something that
So
I would consider.
how do I need to, when I'm sending email to the professor, should I ask that does the program open room for internship?
You do not need
Or
to
we,
ask
or we
them.
can read it from the website.
It will be clearly stated on the school's website. When you go to the courses, when you go to the school, you click on courses you will take. It will be clearly stated there if internship is mandatory and it's 3 credit. Normally it's 3, it will be stated there. So you do not need to email the professor to ask if truly internship is part of your program. And all programs are eligible for CPT. So far as you are international student, you have 2 type of job training in the US. You have the CPT and OPT. You do not need to do anything special. All you have to do when you are here is to liaise with your international office for them to facilitate this for you. When you have an internship, go to them and ask, or go to your advisor, ask if you are not sure whether this is related to your curriculum. Ask them, I have this internship, can I take it? If you can, they will let you know, and the international office will be of help to facilitate that for you.
Interesting.
Yeah.
I'm sure this is a massive information that we need to learn. So please, from today, if you are browsing on some of the programs you want to read, open your third eye. Just be sure if there is CPT option available for you, so that at least by the time you are done with your program, you may get hands-on experience to
Very
be able to
important.
help you fit into the US job the job sector. And this is all that Helen is trying to teach us today. Thank you so much. So
you're welcome.
As usual, as Fred mentioned earlier, there will be a draw, and the one who will win will have the privilege to be mentored by the Fred Effect team. So our question of the day is very simple. But Eileen, you have to answer this question. We just want to know, what is the biggest enemy to the study abroad success?
Biggest enemy.
The biggest enemy. So please, you can type your answer in the comment section as well. We want to know the biggest enemy to the study abroad success.
Should I answer that too?
Yes, you have to answer, but we still pick answers from the comment words as well.
Okay, so I will say one is ourselves, because I won't take any excuse for it.
You believe that we are the biggest enemy? Wow.
Yeah, regardless. You can't tell me, no excuses. When there is a will, there is a way. It's ourselves.
So why can you convince us?
Yeah, the reason is, in as much as someone will say that, one probably is application fee, 2 someone will also say letters of recommendation, 3, but above all, it's us, because sometimes someone may have all of these available, but the motivation, the drive is not there. Someone could just come to my DM and say, oh, I want to study. You pour in and pour in and pour in and give all your all, and you just realize that the person never used any of those resources. So, like I said, regardless the excuses that we will give, I think at the end of the day, it's ourselves. To me, that is my answer. If you give that excuse of application fee, Fred just gave a waiver code. Second, if you truly are seeking for assistance, tell me this. If I've been able to send in an app, you have started an application, I've been serious. Let's say I'm not even working, or I have an association of pen, I'm very serious that this funding is guaranteed there, and I tell you that, oh Charlie, this some way, somehow, you'll be able to get the money and pay the application fee. You will be able to cut down on certain things, unless you don't need that thing for yourself. You will do it. You will do it. So for me, it's not the application fee, not letters of recommendation, it's ourselves. That is me.
Yeah, so our guest today is saying that the biggest enemy to the success of study abroad is you yourself. I see a lot of people are putting their comments in there. They are also telling us procrastination, oneself, laziness, mindset. And interestingly, Helen is trying to summarize everything. So laziness, procrastination, whatever, all points back
It's
to
all
you.
to your
So
being,
that
to
is
you.
yes, so that is Helen for you. Please, do you support that we are the biggest enemy to our success so far as the study abroad is concerned? It doesn't mean that Helen has spoken, so that is it. Do you support what she just said? Okay, so as we are waiting for their comment, we can now continue. So, how many schools did you apply to? How did you find the application process?
Okay, so I applied to 6 schools, and none of them I didn't pay a dime. I didn't pay any of the fees. And the application process, it was it was okay for me, of course, with the credentials of the SOP, CV, letters of recommendation, and everything. So as at 2022, 23, application waiver was really a thing for the schools, especially if you join their webinars. Even if you do not ask for it, you will get it. So for me, that was my strategy back then. But now it's reducing because they know majority of students just join the info session for application fee waiver and not necessarily want to listen to the information that the committee is passing across for them to turn in a strong application. So yeah, about 6 schools, and I didn't pay any application fee for them.
Wow, 6 schools.
And it came at a cost. It came at a cost. The cost was for me to stay longer in the office after all duties were done as a teaching assistant, because during the day you are teaching, doing that. So when everyone leaves, I now stay back, use the Wi-Fi, because time difference from Ghana to the US was 4 hours, 5 hours. Sometimes some webinars may start at 10 p.m. And I'll be in the office just to listen and at the end get the waiver. So it came at the cost. So yeah.
Wow, it came at a cost, but you didn't regret.
Not at all.
Wow, interesting. So please, if you are listening to us, somebody applied to 6 universities without paying single peso or penny
I
for
didn't.
the application fee. So how did it happen? Did the admission come with a scholarship, or it came and you later received the scholarship?
Thank you. So we have some came with automatic merit scholarship based on my credential and extracurriculum activities and academic experiences or grade. But other ones also, a majority of what I was interested in came after admission, and it was stated on the school's website that you can only apply for the graduate assistantship after you are admitted. So for me, I didn't even bother to reach out to any professor or anything. I didn't do that. Personally, I did not. If I'm reaching out, it's to the admission counselors or the administrators. Me asking a question, maybe I have a problem or this. That was it for me. But I did not particularly reach out to any professor, even though I got a graduate assistantship position that was research because of my experience during my teaching assistantship. So some were merits, which were not so great, so I didn't consider them. But the one that came was the GA position, which I got. I applied after the admission, some essays they requested, and then of course your CV, letters of recommendation, and your transcript. Yeah.
Oh, okay. So it means that your admission came alongside with the scholarship.
Mm-mm. Some of them it came because it
We
was
want we
merit.
want to know the one you are on it, not the one that you use for your visa application.
Okay, so the one I used for my visa application, where I said I waited over 5 months, came separately. So that means I had admission in January, right? And then I applied funding, say somewhere January, close to February. Then funding decision came on 25th of July. So I applied it separately. Admission came, then I applied the funding. So it was separate. It wasn't together.
Did you nearly give up?
Me, lalai. I'm a very big fan on positive vibe. No, I didn't.
So what will you tell someone who wants to give up because the person have tried and tried and tried and tried, but no funding?
I will tell the person not to give up. However, step back, reevaluate your strategies, and go again. Because there will be no point of give. You've come too far to give up. If I have been able to make
Once
it,
again, Akosia, once again, if I have told you, we just completed SHSO. So if you say
then
re-evaluate your strategies, what do you want to mean?
what I mean is look at all that you've been doing so far. If let's say you've been reaching out to professors wrongly, and if you are reaching out to professors and you know your program is not research intensive, I will recommend you not to waste your time and reach out to professors. Focus on sending a strong application on how to give a good story based on your statement of purpose, how best that program fits into you, what you are coming to contribute to the program. And then your letters of recommendation, maybe the people you choose, how do they speak of you and everything. So those are certain actions or things that you can consider to reevaluate how you are applying. And then go again, work on those that maybe your CV, your document, positioning them, maybe it's not best fitting how it's supposed to be. Let someone look over it for you and go again.
Oh, that's interesting. So please, all that Helen is trying to say is that if you are not getting the funding, take your time. Because whatever be the case, you know what is really going wrong with your applications. And if you get to a point that you are finding it difficult to figure out, you look for someone to have a second look at your process. And she believes that you are going to make it. So to her, giving up is not an option when it comes to
All.
study abroad.
Mm-mm.
So that is Helen for you. So please, if you just join us, remember this is the biggest study abroad podcast today. Our guest is Helen. She says she came from a background with no hope, just like me. But by the grace of God, now she can speak of hope.
Yeah.
She see herself at a certain level, and somebody will say, God bless the United States of America."
Amen. Of course, it's our duty to keep praying for the land we want to prosper on. So there is nothing wrong. Pray for the land wherever you are. Pray for the land. Whether you are in the UK, pray for that land. You are in the US, pray for it. So there is nothing wrong to say God bless the United States of America or God
So,
bless you.
Helen, if you had not gone to America, what would have happened to you?
That's a good question. Well, God would have still worked on me and placed me at a place where He wants me to be.
I like your positive vibes. So.
Oh yeah, I'm very big on it. I'm very big on positive energy.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Interesting. So, can you quickly mention some of the schools you applied to? You said
Right.
six.
Yes.
Yes, 6. Okay. So, can you share with
Yes.
us?
Yeah. So I applied to Colorado State
And
University at
Fred,
Fort
if
Collins.
Fred can hear us, he can show the names of the schools for us. Yes, you can mention. We will type in
So
the
yeah.
comment section
So
as well.
Colorado State University was one of the schools. University of Louisville in Kentucky, if I'm correct, and then University of West Georgia, and then University of Utah, and then my school, Western Michigan University, and then which other school? Let me see. I did a list.
I think you've mentioned
Texas
4.
AMA University at Commerce in Texas, and then Northern Illinois University.
Oh, okay. So basically, these are the 6 universities you apply to for free.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. All right. So thank you for sharing these schools.
You're
So
welcome.
you know, from business background,
Mm-hmm.
Western Michigan State. Can you
Western
take
Michigan
us through?
University.
Sorry, Western
No, you are
Michigan
fine.
University. Yes. So can you take us through the selection of the course from your starting of application? Because I'm passionate about this, because it's like some of our family members think that business is not possible. Looking at the application process, did you put it down, the requirements? Did you think it was something that might not land you with a scholarship?
Cool. So thank you. So with the school selection, with the program selection, first of all, was to be related to my long-term goal of that giving me the opportunity to take a step towards my certification exams. And then two, I was focusing on STEM designated programs. So that is programs that are more of quantitative in nature because of my background in business or
So
finance.
the STEM is not necessary for those who are into the science and engineering.
No, please, no. There are
Please
lots
listen
of
well. Somebody, when they see STEM, they think it's for those who are into sciences, into engineering, biology, physics, chemistry,
no, please,
mathematics.
no, please. There are equally professional programs that are classified.
Aline, I don't want to. One thing about this podcast,
Mhm.
almost every week we learn something new. And I think that is one thing I love about this whole show.
All right.
And I'm happy those who are joining will always make good, like they will get a good return on their on the data they are using to watch. And that has always been our mission. You don't just join, but at least it should be able to benefit you.
Correct.
Yeah, so carry on.
Thank you. So yeah, so I focus on selecting a program, like I said, to meet my end career goal of that certification, and then STEM designated. So STEM designation, science, technology, we all know. So if a program is more quantitative and technology focused, even though you might not see like engineering and those things, it can be classified as STEM. So my finance was classified as a STEM designation
So when we
program.
say quantitative, what does it mean?
So quantitative, more of, let me put it in basic, more of numbers,
Numbers, good.
more of numbers or technology based, basically. So yes, so that program was it for me. And additionally, because my background was in business, I wanted something like, I wanted a blend of technology with the quant. How to make meaning out of that with technology data. So I concentrated in data analytics because I wanted to have that blend of the quant with the IT. So then I selected that, and in Colorado and all other schools too, that was the focus for me. STEM, finance, and IT, that blend. That was what I wanted. And so that was the motivation for me. So I decided to go with Western because of the funding, obviously. And then it was against STEM for me. So STEM meaning that after graduation, all programs, when it's not STEM, you have 1 year OPT, mandatory 1 year OPT to be working here in the US. You have 1 year. But when it is STEM, it gives you an opportunity of 2 more extra years. So 36 weeks. So that was also another thing I was looking at. That hey, I just don't want the usual 1 year OPT. I want extra 2 years
So
or 24
who gave you all this information?
internet search. I sat on my
Internet
butt.
search. Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
internet search. Yeah,
Interesting. Because I think you did a very hard background check before you applied.
yeah, very, very.
Interesting. Because
Yes.
I'm sure most of us are doing application, but are not we don't really pay attention into these details.
We have to, because majority, I always say that the whites are they will lay everything out clearly. It's not like back home where someone will have this, everything of theirs is public. It's out there for you to read. Majority of some of the things, someone will come and ask you in your DM, you return the person back to the website, you realize that it's clearly and boldly stated there, but probably the person did not read it.
Oh, okay. Interesting.
Yes.
So
Yes.
please, if you have not liked this live show, just try and like it, and as much as you can, try and then share the link for us also, so that those in Sankore,
Yes, those is Sankore
and
Kukro.
Bolly
We
Bamboy
know
can
that I'm
see the
live.
link, and they will see that their this year is on live now.
Ben, you're funny.
Yeah. So how are you feeling now? How are you feeling?
I'm feeling excited. Well, first of all, to be here on the Freddy Fed podcast, and above all, yeah, I'm looking forward for greater things ahead. Kesi what kind? There are
Ah,
greater things ahead. Kesi what kind? So.
I see. It's like
Mhm.
now US has made you guy.
Well, not necessarily. Like I said, naturally, nah. I'm Charlie. I like vibes. I'm
You
someone
like
who is very
rice.
Charlie. I like vibes. So
Oh, okay, interesting. So please, let's like the live show and share the link so that those in Bolly Bamboy and Sankore, Tra.
and
You know, I'm also from Tra. One of
really,
the,
hey,
yes.
man. Nice.
So please, let's share the link so that those in the remote areas can
They
also
can
see
have
it
it. Please
and
kindly
then
share
learn.
the
Please,
link. Share the link.
let's share, like and share, like and share. We are waiting on. We have right now we have over 750 people watching us. So
Great.
please, let's try. That is from YouTube and Facebook only. So I don't have the figures from um TikTok and Instagram and then
I
Twitter as
think TikTok is 151 people.
well.
I
Okay.
see right now. Yeah.
So we are getting close to 1,000. So please, let's share the link. Let's like the live show so that those in the remote areas can also have access to it. So back to business, please. Did your scholarship affect or impact your visa preparation?
Hugely.
Hugely.
Hugely. It
Yeah,
did.
can you throw
Yes.
more light?
Yes, it did. So here is what a lot do not know. So I had a half assistantship when I from Ghana. I had a half assistantship, so I was having a deficit. However, that half took chunk of my cost of attendance. Like it was like more than 70%. So that did greatly with my interview. It was less than say 3 minutes, I guess. So that did great with it. And then when I came to campus, so let me chip in this. So I said I got half. So that half, I equally applied for another on-campus job to utilize the 10 hours. So half means that you could only work for 10 hours, and then the tuition waiver I had was 4.5. And my school, you need to register 6 credit to be on a legal student status. So I applied for, I was that curious, and I'm proud of you, Helen. I searched for on-campus job. I got the extra 10 hours job from home. In addition, so while I was coming, I was loaded with my 20 hours, half 10 hours of grad assistantship with a tuition waiver, remaining 1.5. I covered it up with a 10 hours job. Then moving forward, after the first academic year was over, I had a full assistantship from another department.
Oh, okay.
So that's why I always say that do not just focus on your department alone. So that did greatly. I'm sure if I wasn't having that funding, probably I would have been denied because there were equally other mates of mine who had Western with the same program, but were denied because their funding supports were not strong. So yes, that did a
Okay.
huge.
So what you're trying to say is that, yeah, so what you're trying to say is that you got admission with partial funding
Correct.
initially,
Correct.
and then you 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 are you were able to secure on-campus job from the university
Mhm. Right from home.
right from home. So you didn't even move to the country. You didn't move to US. Okay. So please, if you are listening to us and you have already secured your admission and maybe you have zero funding or you just got partial
Partial
funding,
funding.
what it means is, okay, Helen, what does it mean?
What that means is that, thank you. What that means is that you are allowed to work 10 hours on campus. So, as international students, we are given the opportunity to work 20 hours during active school section. It's in the summer that you can work 40 hours. So your remaining 10 hours, it means that you can take up other on-campus job roles to work for that extra 10 hours and get some money to cushion you up financially. So that was what I did. But I think one thing that equally helped me, and I'll say it here, is when I got the admission, I set up my school profile. With my school, they use Handshake a lot. Some schools have their job postings. So for me, it was Handshake. So I set it up, put in my profile, admitted student, this, that in finance. Then I booked an appointment with my school career center virtually. So virtually, and they
So,
critiqued.
Helen, once again, please, can you slow down for us? Because
Okay,
we don't want to miss anything, please.
okay, sorry. So after I set up my school job posting profile, I booked an appointment with the career center of my school because I know that the USCB standard is different from that of Ghana. I wanted it to meet that standard for me to put in on campus positions or roles. So they met me virtually, they critiqued the resume, revamped it, and positioned it to the standard to meet how the US standard is for CVs. Then now I use that to apply for jobs, the interview, and I was doing that for basically all my state schools. So at a point, I was going back to back on GA interviews, like from all the schools, including regular jobs. So that was what I did, and I got the extra 10 hours job as a communication consultant, where I am currently working on my OPT part time.
Oh, okay.
Yes,
And that one was credited to your fees.
correct. So that one, it wasn't a tuition waiver, it was a flat pay, meaning it's a fixed rate. Say if it was $15 per hour, that did not come with a tuition waiver. So that helped me to cushion me up with the 1.5 credits with my 6 credit registered courses that I needed. And the scholarship was giving me a waiver of 4.5 before I came from Ghana. Then after my first semester, transitioning to my last semester, I had a full funding from the management department with full 9 credit tuition waiver.
Wow, that's interesting. So how did that affect your visa interview?
It
Did you,
did.
did you take it light? Because I think 1 month ago, our
Mhm.
guest who had also had full scholarship, he was just asked 2 questions and that was it.
True. So when I got there, I was equally asked. They were like, "What would this program do for you?" And I mentioned, and at the time, I was a teaching assistant plus researcher, so it was easy that linking home ties. I'll be back, take up the role of research assistant or senior research assistant, contribute and impact student teaching, and how that's related to my studies of finance. So that made it easier for me. So basically, what I did is I related what I was currently doing for a stronger home ties of returning. Then the second question she asked was who was going to take care of my deficit. And then I mentioned, and that was it.
Okay. So do you have to prove bank statement?
Yes, please. Because
Oh,
I had
okay.
a deficit of, say, I don't know the rough amount, but I had a deficit. And one thing that I want us to know is if you're having a deficit of $10,000, let's say your cost of attendance is 32,000, and you're having a deficit of $10,000, you need a bank statement, say 20K. The reason being that you don't want to tell them whoever is going to sponsor your education is going to throw everything to you and they are going to starve. So you want to leave a room for excess. So if your deficit is 10K, you need something like 20K as a proof of fund or as a bank statement that truly whoever is going to sponsor me, they'll take care of my education and equally they'll have something to live on.
Yeah, that's interesting. So please, today we are listening to a very wonderful person who secured admission initially. It came with partial funding, but she didn't sleep. She didn't say, "Oh my God," and she didn't go to Atria Mountains to pray. What she did was that, I'm saying this is funny. Sometimes, where we need to take action, we try to bring
Pray.
in faith. And where we have to bring in faith, then we want to take action.
It has to be
Please,
balanced.
balance
It has
it.
to be
After
balanced.
putting in your application, that is where you need to attach the faith.
Yep.
So when Helen got the partial funding, she didn't give up. She tried as much as possible to connect with the school. She secured at least 10 hours job. And that one was used to at least credit her fees, and it reduced the deficit, right?
Yeah. I went a
She went,
long way.
yes, she went to campus, and by the grace of God, she was able to get additional funding to top up, and now here she is. So when are you graduating? Or are you done already?
I already graduated in April 2025.
2025 April.
Yeah, I mean, that was like a few months ago. Yeah, I graduated in
Yeah,
April.
congratulations.
Thank you.
Good.
Thank you so much.
So how is the life in the US been?
It's been challenging because of some cultural shocks. It's been interesting and it's been fun for me.
So 3 things:
Yes.
challenging, interesting, fun.
Yep.
Yes. So can you throw more light?
So challenging because
You know
of
the
the
funny thing. You know the
no,
funny thing. We hardly
no.
hear this until last week. We were told that you can eat free in US. You people enjoy,
Oh, wait, in what terms? With the pantry? Is it with the
Yes,
pantry?
with the pantry.
Yeah. Oh yeah, like basically, yeah, it's true. But yeah,
Yes.
it's true. Yeah, with
So are
the
you
pantry,
eating
yes.
free?
Yeah, so
Are
wait,
you eating free?
right now I'm not. Right now I'm not by God. Yeah, I'm not. But when I came fresh, hey, the way I visited the
You are
pantry, it
eating
was my to
free.
go. It was one of my to go places. So because I was tight on budget. So it was one of my to go places. Yes, every school in the United States have a pantry. Every college, some colleges do have pantry, but generally the school has a pantry where you can go in and get your basics like basic grocery stuff, say oil, eggs, fruit, depending on what they have. At least that cuts down on your grocery cost before you head to Maya or Walmart. So yes. And the county also have a pantry. Sometimes churches have pantries. Yes. So as a fresh international student or international student coming from Ghana or elsewhere, when you land, locate your school pantry because that is going to help you. Because starting, it's really hard. Like when you come fresh like that, there are so many hidden costs that may be popping up. So your budget to be tight. So taking advantage of these resources, yes, it helped. I did that. Now talking
Yeah.
of the challenges, cultural shocks from academics, from communication to food. It was really, really challenging. You'd say sometimes somebody goes like, huh? And like, wait a minute. It's my English. All this while, wait, what? Like, so it was really challenging. Sometimes in class, you have to repeat yourself severally or talking to professors or even people that you meet. But along the line, you fit in, which happens, right? It's like you going to level 100. Everything looks plenty. Everywhere is like, what's going on? You are juggling so many things together. But along the line, when you get to the level 200, you become boss. You in class, cry, don't go. But here, don't do that. You cannot do that here. If you miss a class, they will know because of the small class sizes. And then talking of the interesting part, I would say that it's been another challenging part is the rigorosity of the academic system. You see, some people will say that, oh, UCC is that. See, if you are watching right now, you went to UCC, I salute you, big ups. If you get the opportunity to travel abroad, you appreciate all the tough moments of preparation UCC gave you because the system here is rigorous. The reason being that you are working and you are blending studies. Back home, you're only doing full-time studies and probably some extra curriculum activities, either church or associations, and you are cool. But here, you are taking care of yourself. You are working 20 hours, doing your assignments, which are due every week before class. You have to read. You have to take care of yourself. Homesickness, calling family. Those are the challenging part. The fun part and
And
the
then maybe
interesting part.
calling your boyfriend.
Exactly. Those in long distance relationship, you understand? Yes, those in long distance relationship. Yes, time difference. You have to adjust all this. Yes, that is really. It's not easy. It's really draining. And the interesting part is like when you probably go to a class or you see some technology use or a resource, you are like, hey, so they have all this. So I can use all that. This. You're exposed to different kinds of ways of thinking, of mindsets, of doing things in a smart way. And that is really, really interesting. And the fun part to me, oh, I don't know about others. Me, I'm a very, very curious person. So I like events. I'll go for events, go and learn, see new people, talk and engage. Event of internet, I'm there. Any event, I'm out. So far at least free food, I'm pizza and any guy, but Charlie, I go do one. There. And so yeah, that was the fun part for me. So
Do,
I really had a good
do you
time.
go with extra luggage to take food home?
No, I don't do that. Whatever happened in Rome should happen in Rome. Besides, their food is great, but as you are new, it wouldn't be that great to you
You find
because
it
you are
difficult.
still not used to the delicacies. But yeah,
Oh, okay, interesting. So so in general, what's your impression about studying abroad?
I would say it's a very, very great opportunity. I will
Take
not
it
under,
again. Take it
I would
again.
say that.
Take it again, please. Take it
I would
again for us.
say I would say it's a very, very great opportunity. It exposes you, it challenges your core values, your system and way of believing things and living things. It's yeah. And I pray that everyone gets the opportunity, even not for study abroad, just go to other places and see how they do things and believe in things. Because sometimes when you are back or you quickly judge people when you are not at their place or you've not visited that country, you're like, why are they doing this? Why are they? But when you get closer and you understand, you realize that, oh, so it's this way. So that exposure, yeah, it pushes you and it challenges you. So yes, it's a very great opportunity. If by God's grace anyone gets the chance, seize it, make the best of it.
So, what advice do you have for those who have not been applying and those who are not getting the access to apply?
Please get up. Those who have been
Especially those
applying,
in Sankore.
please, if you have the desire, if you are watching right now and you have the desire to study abroad on full funding, it is possible. There's nothing impossible if you are committed to doing it. I know it's challenging, sometimes it can be draining, but hey, nothing good comes easy. Every quality thing, before to enjoy the honey, there needs to be a carcass. So
To
you need to
enjoy the hot. Today, dear, you are blowing my mind, though.
come on, Ben. You know this. We all know like I mean, good things do not come easy, okay? So far as you are genuine on it and it's becoming to that is telling you that there is something good at the end of it. So keep pressing on, keep journey on. If it is letters of recommend, reach out to people if you need advice or guidance or something. When these people use their time and pour in you, please make use of that. Appreciate them, put in the work because we all want to be together and be at the top. Ben and I don't want to be at the top, and we all want to make it together and smile wide. So please keep pressing on, apply early, be very intentional, prepare, be strategic. And if you are here, you have faith in God, that faith should be 10 billion. Pray, put it in it, and do the work as well. And at the end, you will be successful.
That's an interesting one from Helen, our guest for today. Please, if you are learning and enjoying today's session, you can give us a thumbs up in the comment box. Let's see whether you are really learning. So you can give us a thumbs up, and then you can be typing your questions for Helen,
Yes, I
any
would love
moment
that.
from now, and we'll be showing for her to answer. And then those who wants to join live as well, try and then join. We will share the link so that you can join. So we just want to see your thumbs up if you are enjoying the conversation. Oh, okay. I've seen quite a good number of thumbs up. Some people are even giving hearts.
Thank you.
Toluwasi, I'm sure you are not crashing. No. He has given you like 6 hearts. Oh.
Thank you so much. I appreciate that.
Oh, okay. I see. And please, let's also know which country you are watching us from. That's also great, so that at least we know how far we are going to. Thank you. So, Helen, now let's come to business. Tell us, we have young ladies in Ghana who might maybe perhaps be in your shoe. They've come from background with no hope like ours. What advice do you have for them?
Thank you. So the first advice I'll have, which I've chipped it in, is to discover your being, discover yourself more. In as much as some may have the desire to study abroad, that is excellent. Some may not. Whichever skill that you found yourself doing now, polish it, grow in it, learn on it, continue learning on it, and add more value to yourself. Discover yourself more. Because the more you discover yourself, you realize that you've been able to get that thing called self-actualization. That you naturally you become happy and you be discovering that completeness in yourself. I don't know if I'm making sense. So that would be something that to my young ladies is something that I will say you should please pursue. Then for those of us that want to study abroad, whether the US, UK, Canada, Germany, do your research and thank God for the Fred Effect, myself and all other good content creators on Study Abroad. Check them out, do your research, know what you want. If, for instance, say you studied art and your purpose or passion has changed to something else, that is perfectly fine. You could equally do your master's in that. You don't need to say, oh, because I did art, I need to go and do community or general. If the passion has changed along the line, that is okay. Pursue it. Do research about it. What do I need to get there? What requirement? What are the eligibility criteria? What do I need to do? Do that. Put in that application. Seek that guidance. And hey, above all, trust God in the process, and you will make your part shine.
Okay, so that is for the young girls. What about the young
Yep.
boys?
The young guys also. Bad. So with the young guys, maybe I don't know. With the young guys, I always say, and I've always been telling my friends that the society has created in um, a way to for us to see guys that hey, you need to be tough, you need to do this. It's the same thing I would say that build capacity because you guys have no room to fail. For the ladies, I can run somewhere, call my brother if I need something or call. But the guys, it's tough on your side. And because of how society has classified you, but big ups to all the guys who are hustling so hard honorably to make it. Big ups to you. Build capacity. If it is something you are doing, keep doing it. Learn on it equally, unlearn. Look up to people who are already there. There are templates. There are a lot of templates of whatever you are doing. It's not new. There are lots of templates you can look up to. Learn from them. Get that inspiration. Make it uniquely yours. Own it. And hey, build that capacity for yourself as a man. Because if you're able to build that capacity as a man, you can equally carry on others.
Oh, interesting. We have a lot of people that are really listening to you. So this is from Samuel. He say, Helen, you are so knowledgeable and very intentional in all that you do. Big ups.
Thank you so
So
much.
that's a nice one from
Is that?
um
Thank you.
yes, from, and then this our wise king Solomon. Solomon, it's been a while. Of late, you've not been joining us live. Today I've seen you. He says, wow, I love that part. If the passion has changed, that is fine, and you can still pursue that dream. So
Yeah.
that is another interesting one from
Thank you so
the
much.
wise king. Evans is also saying, okay, thank you. I'm sure today
Welcome.
you've really um you've really help some of us to really understand some life hacks. So this is Jerry Hope. He's saying that build capacity. So I'm sure he's
The
highlighting
man.
what, yeah, a point that you made. So that is a nice one. So let's take a quick question from Matthew Senor Ahiayibo. He says, what advice do you have for course-related master's program applicants in terms of graduate assistantship position?
Thank you so much, Matthew. We didn't address that. For us to know, my course was not a research based, it was a full course based master's, and I still had a graduate assistantship position. Remember, it's not about the research. So I've always been saying, if you do not have a research interest, you don't have any teaching, and you have the willingness and the potentiality, the whites look at that, they're able to do, and you showcase that on your CV, send that application. If they list the responsibilities and realize that no, I can do this, send that application during the interview process, use your experiences and let them know that I am willing to learn this and contribute to this role. So yes, it is possible. My course was not a research based, it was a full course based program, yet I still had a graduate assistantship. So it's possible, Matthew. It is possible.
Yes, it is possible. That is from our guest today, Helene. Um, hey, Black, this guy. He says, Mr. Ben, when you are applying, is the transcript that is necessary or the certificate which one carries weight?
It's mostly the transcript. They'll hardly ask of your certificate. It's your transcript, the one official one. So the one you upload, even if it's the official copy from your university and you scan it and upload, they deem it unofficial because it's not a sealed transcript. So it's the transcript that they weigh, not the certificate in the initial process of the application.
Oh, interesting. I think now there have been changes in most of the application portal. So maybe what you can also do is that you can scan your certificate and transcript together as one document. So the
And
session that
upload.
you'll be asked to upload your transcript, you can upload and they can still see your certificate. So Black, um, I hope you have been answered. And of course, the transcript carries more weight
Mhm.
compared to the
Certificate.
certificate. Usually the
Yeah,
certificate is a confirmation that you have graduated,
correct.
because you only get your certificate on the day of graduation. So for the university to be convinced that you have been graduated, that's where they ask for your certificate. If not, if they have to take decision, about 99% of the decision will be based on the transcript plus other document. So
Correct.
the certificate is not anything to worry about. So please,
Good.
if you have not received your certificate at the moment, you can still go on and apply. Thank you.
Right. And another thing that makes the transcript more important is because it highlights your courses, the various courses you have done during your undergraduate program. Because I remember when I got my GRE waiver, two, for me having or should have a 3.0 GPA, they asked if I had taken certain courses. So I had to tick those boxes that yes, truly I did took those courses. So yes, it's able to show you the various courses that you have studied and if truly that is something you need to take a prerequisite course before starting the program or not.
Interesting. So this is another question from Bernard Entry. He says, if you emailed Professor and she responded that we have to schedule Zoom meeting for possibilities, what should you expect in the meeting?
This is a very good question, and I love it. So in this meeting, be expecting to talk about, especially if you reach out and it's a research-based master, say PhD, or a master's that has a dissertation, be ready to talk about your research interest. And if that professor is the main person you are looking forward to working with, I recommend you go read about their work, tailor it to your research interest, and talk about it. So in that conversation or that Zoom meeting, she probably ask you, okay, the program you are coming to apply, and then what research are you looking forward to do, to know if truly it aligns with hers, and if she can move ahead and supervise if you should get admission to the school.
Yeah, interesting. And I think this is apokronkron. This one, like I think most of us, especially in the third world country, are not really aware of this, but it's very important. Please, one thing you should expect is that after maybe the person who is interviewing you asks of your interest and whatever you say, before the meeting ends, expect a question like, do you have any question for me? Please prepare at least 3 strong questions. This is a trick most people don't know. So sometimes if your interview doesn't go well, it didn't mean you didn't prepare well, but the interviewer didn't really feel your passion, because you can't come for an interview and you have been given a platform to ask a question and you are not able to ask. So anytime you are going for an interview, try and prepare at least 2 or 3 questions that relates to whatever you are going to discuss, and then after the interview, ask. It shows that you are really serious and your passion is very high, because it's so weird attending an interview and the interviewer will ask you, do you have any question for me? Then you said, no, I'm okay, I don't have any question for you. Like it doesn't really sound well. So prepare a question for your interviews, and I'm sure this one will help you.
That's a good one.
Yeah. I am Hey, this is Black again. I am currently a student of TTU with GPA 3.6, studying welding in my 3rd year. Mr. Ben will advise me to complete uni first before I apply, or apply with high school certificate. Halit, will you want to take this?
Okay, I thought, okay, I will take it. So I will say that complete your degree first. Because if you are applying with your high school certificate, the question I will ask is, are you coming to start afresh your undergraduate degree here again? And you are in your 3rd year, a year more. And secondly, are you willing to sacrifice all the cost of your school fees and all the resources you have put into this far? So I recommend and suggest that you keep up with your studies and strongly, yes, get that first degree, because that is going to be a stepping stone for your master. So yes, please complete.
Yeah, so that is another way. So the other side is that you don't have to necessarily say you want to even complete before you start. So what you can do is that you can even start with the application. That's why it's good to also be communicating with whoever is in charge of the application. So you tell the person, oh, Mr. This and this, I am Mr. Black, I'm from Ghana, currently doing this program, but I'm also interested in this your program, and I want to pursue blah blah blah. But I will complete. You know the funny thing, sometimes if you check the university's portal, they ask you, when is your graduation?
Yeah, the
So
expected date
what
of
it means is
graduation.
that, yes, they know that some students plan ahead. So you can be one of those students. So,
Yes.
so what it means is you can complete your application, and then if you get your full transcript, you upload as well. So as for
Yeah.
starting studying abroad, it's very interesting. Read about the program. If you find any program you're interested, start with the application, communicate with the whoever is in charge, and there will be billions of way out for you to be successful.
Yeah.
All right.
Totally
Yes.
agree.
So enough of that. Let's take this from the wise King Solomon. My question is, I am 40, married with 2 kids. I have bachelor's in management studies, but growing up, I don't find it difficult fixing things that I have not even learned. From doors, small electrical problems, fixing plumbing pipes, and more. Will you advise I to follow up with management or follow the technical part? Helen, will you want to start?
So I would say that you should follow the technical part. One, you can make this person make money, or you can make money out of this person. Then, if you need a degree out of that to put you on a higher elevation to maximize on this, yes, do that. Because it's going to make it more easy for you if you find a program that is related to this. You wouldn't struggle to do it because already the person is already there. You've been working with this for years. As compared to, yes, truly you did management and it's been years you've not gone back, but having this ability to fix things and then getting a program that is related to that will go way easier for you. And at a point when it becomes difficult, that person will still carry you on because you don't find it difficult to get these things done. That's what I would recommend.
That's interesting.
And
So,
another
in
thing, maybe, sorry, another thing, maybe it will all depend on where currently you want to take your career goals because at the age now, it depends on where you want to see yourself in the next 5 or 10 years. If that is also something that you want to look into. Go ahead, Ben.
Yeah, so I think this is a good question, and there may not be an exhaustive answer to this question. Yes, because sometimes these things happened, but the truth of the matter is it depends, as Halin said, it all depends on where you want to go. You see, what are your plans? What are your career objectives? So if you're able to set these things clear, it can also help you to know which direction to take. And right now you have degree in management. Now the point is that your age is not a limitation. So at 40, if you want to continue with your studies, you can. But the truth of the matter is, I'm sure now, if you're able to give correct prompt to AI, you may be able to get universities that even you can combine these skills, because repairing staffs and management, they are not far from each other. So you might be able to get a program that you can cover all these experience in it without even necessarily being a management program. And one
Yeah.
thing that we should understand is that the out there, they are not all that interested in progressive studying. Let's say you did economics in for your bachelor's, so masters, go and do economics, PhD, go and do economics. No, nah, it's not like that. Even you can start with your masters in economics, but if along the line you feel like no,
It's not my
you are
thing.
no more interested in economics, there is that room for you to divert to a different field, and it's possible. So we shouldn't lock ourselves. You know the funny thing, for instance, if you take a typical UCC transcript, in a semester you can do like 6 or 7 courses. The minimum you can do in a semester will be like, let's say, 5 courses, and that is on a condition of 3 credit per hour. Look, you've done So which means that by your 8 semesters, if we multiply 6 by 8, it will be like 42 courses. So please, you may have 42 courses on your transcript. So don't let the name of your program scares you. So like, let's say you did Bachelor's of Education. So it means that you have to toe education line. No, don't think like that. In the Bachelor's of Education, you do courses like communication skills. You do courses like African studies. You do courses like entrepreneurship. You may do courses like psychology. So look at all these courses and see which of these do I really have passion. And you can select your next master's program out of the courses you have on your transcript. Please, do you get it? So that you don't cage yourself that I did business management in my bachelor, so I have to go and do masters in business management. No. Diversion is possible. So if you understand this, it will make the process easier and simple for you. So thank you for your question, the wise King Solomon. This one is from Abdul Martin. Does one need to show a bank statement even when on a full scholarship?
So that takes me to the question that full scholarships covers everything. It depends. So one thing to confirm this is when you receive your offer letter and you get your I-20, check. So the I-20, we have the left and the right side. The left side tells you all the debits of your expenses. The right side is your funding and other funds. So check if it tallies, if the cost of attendance total to the left is equal to the right, the credit side, then you are good to go. You don't need any bank statement. But if you deduct the scholarship you got from the left side and there is a leftover, then that is your deficit. Yes, you need a bank statement before you go for your interview at the embassy. Even though it will be a full scholarship taking care of your tuition, there might be some miscellaneous expenses that is in there as a result from the left side. Does that make sense? So
Yeah. Yeah,
yeah,
so
so
full scholarship, as Helen said, depends on your I-20. So if there is no deficit, there's no need to go to the interview with
the
bank.
interview with it.
Yeah, that's interesting. So let's take this one from Street Bible. Hey, Street Bible, are you distributing Bible? The Freddy Fair team, we need some. Oh. Hey, please, is data analytics a really needed career in the USA? If yes, can you help me with schools that can get you a data analytics courses when having a low CGPA? How do you reach you, Halid?
Okay, so yes, it is. So you can check out simple way I'm going to give is go to Google, type in masters in data analytics or masters with graduate assistantship in data analytics. That will be very easy for you. A lot of schools are going to pop up. Or you can equally check masters in business analytics and then you equally see that too. So these are all master's programs that have like analytics in it. Mine was master's in finance, but it has a concentration. So what that means is it's finance, you take finance courses, but you have elective courses to take to make up your concentration. So I chose data analytics, even though the master's was in finance. I concentrated in data analytics. It means that I selected elective courses that were tailored to data analytics. However, there are full masters in data analytics or business analytics that could give you the full richness of what you are looking for. I don't know if that makes sense. And to say with a low
Okay.
CGPA, I wouldn't say so. Here they consider the GPA more than the CGPA because the CGPA is a cumulative. So they look at the GPA. So you can have a CGPA of say 3.0 and your GPA will be like 3.5. That is what they are looking for. So if you say a low GPA, what's your range? And to determine that range is on the school's website at the requirement. So most schools will tell you that okay, to be eligible to be accepted into this program, we need a GPA of 2.5 or 2.0 to 3.0 from accredited university internationally, 3 years or 4 years. So that will let you know the GPA or CGPA criteria that you need to send that application.
Yeah, that's a nice one. Thank you. This is life worth living for. I have a degree from Zambia before coming to Ghana. My question is, Zambia take 4 courses per semester, so it kind of makes my degree a bit weak. I only get pre-masters. Please advise me.
Don't think, first of all, I would not say, do not even say that your degree is weak. It's not weak. So here in the US, I realized with the undergraduate students, for you to finish with your undergraduate degree, you need to have a sum of 120 credits in total. So from level 100 or your freshman year to your senior year, combined should be 120 and above, depending on your major and your minor. I realized from Ghana, when I calculated my total course I took, or other African country, it's over 140. 140. So that means that my 4-year degree was like twice of theirs here, if you should bring it to the US standard of viewing that same transcript certificate. So please, your degree is not weak. I wouldn't say that it is weak. It's not weak. So far as it's from any African country or Ghana, you are taking more than 6 courses. That is enough, and that is rich enough for you to get your master's abroad in any country, say Germany, UK. So yes.
Interesting. So whilst we are taking some questions, what have you missed back home?
Good. Back home, miss our food, even though I prepare it sometimes, actually, I still miss our food, our community. These two, and then family. So food, community. Yeah.
Oh, okay. So
Keep back home is
do you think if you have skills before traveling to the US, it really have a great impact?
this one, yes. So especially for my ladies with braiding. Braiding is very expensive here. So if you are somewhere here, you are like, hey, I just enjoy like braiding, or please learn it. Learn it. Even if it's not that perfect, learn it. It's going to fetch you money, even to help your own Ghanaian students or other country students. People love to braid, even if it's not the same amount as they charge outside, because they charge outside very huge. But even if you are taking, say, half or a bit less than, you will still make money. Yes, for my ladies, if it is hairdressing, yes, please do get a skill. And one thing is here, a lot of things you do it by yourself. DIY, do it yourself. So if you have a skill of say you know how to fix something, there is nothing like your door is spotted, you're going to call the carpenter. No, you have to figure it out. You have to get those screws and put it together. And if you hire someone they are charging you per hour to fix that. And it's expensive, and this is something that an international student you don't want to be losing your money to. So yes, Ben, this is very serious.
Especially if you do the conversion to your local currency.
Hey, that's currency syndrome. It's to eat. If you follow, you don't do anything. You don't even buy groceries. So yes, please, if you have any skill, learn it. If you travel, whether hairdressing, whatever, fix it. Just get it. It will be useful while you get here. Yes, please.
Yeah, so still on the hair. My guys, you know, Helen was talking in favor of the ladies.
Yes. Oh,
they should learn
sorry. The
braiding.
guys
My
too.
guys,
Oh no.
learn
The
how
hair.
to
Yes.
babao.
Yes,
You
true. My bad. The guys too, yes. As a result, people those who were even those who knew how to like cut hair were making that as a business, like, among the guys. So yes, learn how to cut. Very important.
Yeah, please. So whilst you are waiting for your application decision, when you go, even if you go and Baba is saying that he's going to even take you like 500 CDs before he teaches you to know how to, but please pay, because when you go, just $50,
We'll
you are
cover
good
up
to
that.
go. You will cover up that. So don't joke with skills. It's very important. And then driving, very important.
Yes.
Driving.
Yes.
driving.
Yeah.
You never get this information anywhere. Only
True.
the Fred Effect platform, please.
Very
You know,
true.
we went through the process from stage one to the end. And you know, we've been moving from countries to country. So whatever we are saying, it's not like we are guessing. We are telling you the realities.
True.
Realities. So
True.
please, this information we are giving you,
True. Driving very
it's
important.
better that the Yesu Moja some pastors are selling.
Amen.
Oh.
Oh gosh.
Aline, yes,
Yes.
let's pick this question from Afrifa Kwaku. But please remember that there's going to be a draw, and before you qualify to join us, you know the question already. The question is, what is the biggest enemy to the success of study abroad? Helen gave her answer and she's saying that your own self is your greatest enemy. If you're in support or not, that is up to you. But kindly type your answer in the box so that you also qualify to be part of those of the draw. So we just want to know, what is the biggest enemy to the study abroad success? Thank you. I did diploma in education with GPA of 3.1 and did top up with GPA with 3.65. Do I have to apply with only diploma or degree?
Hmm. If I get this right, it's like the top up gave you the full degree. Like you have the
Yeah.
full bachelor or something degree, then go ahead and apply with that. Since you've got a top up and then you have this now, the diploma is still there but kind of nullify. So yeah, I'll suggest you apply with the
Yeah,
degree.
the only thing is that sometimes it makes it difficult for the admission officers to really understand, because the top up is usually 2 years or 3 years.
Mm.
And most of the US schools, they are expecting that you have at least 4 years, um, 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 4 years degree. So what you do is that, one, if the program requires that you have to do transcript evaluation, you can attach your diploma and your top up transcript and then you evaluate. However, you have to still understand that communication is a key. So you try to engage with the admission officer or the department coordinator for the person to understand what is the meaning of your transcript. Because when they're able to understand and know the system, it will be easier for them to take decision on your application. So don't let's hesitate to contact them irrespective of that. And you can even do this. You send all your requirements as an admission inquiry to even before you start the application. You can send a code email explaining that you attach your transcript and you hear what the director will say before you even proceed with the application. So that is that. Um Street Bible says he has last question for Harleen. He said, I'm a graduate from UCC with BSc Economics certificate. I'm actually interested in getting another degree, data analytics instead of masters. What would be your advice?
Oh, you mean getting another undergraduate degree? That's what you
Yes.
mean? Oh
So
yeah,
he
yeah.
has BSc in economics,
Mm-hmm.
but he's interested in data analytics. So instead of masters, he wants to go into like BSc data analytics.
Oh yeah, it's possible. Even if you want to do that or you want to check data science, depending on your skill set and qualification that you have, or you can go do another. So check. So here, one good thing about the US, I don't know about that system. When you let's say I'm doing bachelor of business administration, I have the opportunity to select one thing as my major. So when you come for the first year, I'll have the opportunity to explore variety of majors and finally conclude that this is where I want to go in. So if you want to do data analytics as a concentration, you might not have that as a full bachelor of say business administration, data analytics, but could have a business administration and have your major as data analytics.
So guess what? We have about 1,800 people tuning in live to watch us. This is the highest
Oh,
probably
thank you guys.
we've gotten so far. Like the ideas you're dropping are very helpful. Thousand almost 1,800. You see where we are from. You know, if it's in the US, that's absolutely fine. But we are from Ghana, where data is a little bit expensive. And see,
Mm.
if you have 1,800 people watching you live on YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, and all that, then it's amazing. So we
Thank
appreciate
you
the
so
support
much.
and thank you for helping and thank you, Helen, for bringing the blessing because we hardly get such numbers at once. Like 8,800 people watching us, and we appreciate everybody. Ben, let's
Thank
continue.
you for having me too.
Yeah.
Yeah, so Fred, I don't know if you also like to come in with this. So we want to know there's someone who has BSc economics, but he thinks that now his interest is in data analytics. Now he's confused whether to pursue another degree in data analytics or can he go straight into masters in data analytics, looking at his background in BSc economics from the University of Cape Coast.
The beauty of graduate school is that you don't necessarily have to have a background in one program to apply for it. My master's in public administration does not mean I did bachelor's in public administration. I did not. So the most important thing is that graduate school, especially in the US, allow you to explore whatever field you're interested in. So yes, you can. You don't need to go in for a bachelor's before that. The second thing is that you need to talk to the department head, share your transcript with them, and then ask them if you can apply. So, a typical example, because I know that I didn't do a bachelor's in public administration, when I was applying for that program, I had to email my transcript and CV to the HOD. They asked me that, do I have a background in calculus or mathematics? At the undergraduate level, did I do microeconomics? When I said yes, then they said, okay, I qualify to apply. Sometimes they need you to have certain prerequisite because if you join the program, so for example, even though if you have a bachelor's in religion, you can apply to master's in mathematics. One where what's a calculus class or name because you don't have a background in calculus. So in that case, if you email them your transcript, they get to know what courses you have taken and see if you will be a good fit for the program and not struggle in the program. So yes, you can apply.
Yeah. So just to add to what Fred just said, I did bachelor's in education and I majored in economics and minor in geography. But I have my first master's degree in public administration and my second master's degree in public policy. And I'm even thinking if I'm to do PhD, I'm even thinking of a new area to venture, which might be something like leadership related. So it doesn't really matter when it comes to graduate education. But as Fred said, if you don't have certain foundational courses, it's going to affect you because they are going to build upon what you know. So you just have to know that this is the course you are taking and you should be prepared for it. So if you're able to send to them and they approve that, oh, okay, you can do it, then prepare for anything that comes. So I think that might help you. So Sejo is saying that power of a woman, full of inspiration. Today you are our Yas and 12.
Thank you, Joe.
I don't know if we still have these histories in our curriculum. So today, Helen is our Yasantua for today. So this is another one from Fred. If you can share the link so that those who wants to join us live. Helen, do you still have time for us?
Yes, please, at your service. Who am
Oh,
I?
Black Coffee is waiting.
Come on, Ben. Let's get this.
All right. So,
If you
hello,
want to join
please.
us, okay. If I'm coming, Ben. If you want to join us to ask your question, you can join us directly in the studio and then talk to us whilst we try to respond some questions here. So I'm posting them in the comment section. Click on the link. You can join us live in the studio. I see Abdul Martin, but I think Martin is having connection issues. So I'm sharing the link across all our social media platforms. Click on it, join us directly. We'll be happy to respond to your questions. Let's go on, Ben.
Hello, please. I am a diploma nursing holder. Can I get master's program with my diploma certificate with full scholarship for a different program?
Yeah. Helen, you want to come in?
Go ahead.
Yeah. So the straight answer is yes, but there are certain things you need to do. Understand that with a diploma, you have 3 years or 6 semesters. However, most people applying for master's degree program have 4 years or 8 semesters. So these are people you're going to compete with. So there are some universities in other countries that will not admit you directly into a master's program if you have a 3 years or 6 semesters. But most universities in the US, and I can mention a lot of them, can give you a direct admission. But understand that because you are competing with people with 4 semesters, 4 years, or 8 semesters, you have to strengthen your application. And one of the things that could help you is what we call the transcript evaluation. If you do that, it will be able to help you apply directly with a 3-year diploma into a straight master's degree program. If you write GRE, it will make your application stronger. So yes, with a 3-year diploma, you can apply.
Interesting. It says, and this is from, hey, the name, Sammy. Okay, the Sammy is okay. So let me go by Samuel and be free. Someone say, please, if you want to do masters in nursing, do you need to evaluate your transcript before applying for it? And I would like to know if I'll get full funded scholarship for masters in nursing.
Let's explain transcript evaluation. Transcript evaluation is for 2 things. One, we want to, the university wants to know that indeed Ben is the one that went to this university. Ben went to Helen University and graduated and got this qualification. So they want to authenticate your qualification. The second thing is that, some academic qualifications, in different countries have to be converted into the US, equivalency. So if you go to KNUST, for example, you have CWA. We want to know the CGP equivalent. So transcript evaluation is so that your qualification is authenticated so that you wouldn't go and forge any document to come and apply to a school. The second thing is that we want to translate or convert whatever qualification you have in your country into the US equivalent. Now, not all universities require this transcript evaluation. So there are a lot of universities that even if you evaluate your transcript, they are not going to accept it. I've been to like 5 different universities so far. My first 3 universities, they all did not require transcript evaluation. So if you want to go to high university, you don't need it. Indiana University Bloomington, you don't need it. If you want to go to University of Alabama, even if you evaluate it, they will not take it. So the transcript evaluation is a requirement for some universities and not a compulsory requirement for every university. So if you can afford it, there are advantages associated with that. If you cannot afford it, there are universities you can apply to without the evaluation. So I hope this helps.
Yeah, that's fine. So please, if you have not liked the live session, kindly like, and then as usual, let's share. And thank you for sharing, because now we are close to 1,900.
Yeah,
we
so
still have to get to Sankore. We've not gotten to Sankore yet. If anyone watching us from Sankore, you can type in the comment section. We've not gotten there, so let's share the link, like, and make sure that it gets to Sankore so that they see the this year. They know that someone from that remote area has been able to rise to the United States of America, and now life is better, isn't it?
Yes, by God's grace.
Are you enjoying life?
Of course.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Fred, I think someone wants to join us live. Jennifer.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Jennifer, you have to have a quiet location.
Jennifer.
This is social media, so if you have to... Jennifer, your environment is super noisy. Unfortunately, we can't put you on. You have to get a quiet place that would help us. So if Jennifer has a quiet place, we can put you on. But if not, then please do that. Thank you.
Okay. Okay, so we have Nana
Oh, someone said
Nana
I'm close to
Wusukusi. He says,
Sankore.
yeah, I'm close to. He's close to Sankwari,
Yay,
but not in
Kwaku.
Sankwari. So please let's share
Nana
them.
Kwesi. Thank you for joining.
Now,
Nana Wusukusi.
Kwapon is like the Gosu area, right?
Nana,
Yes.
which
Nah, I
how
think
close
that's
are
the
you?
capital of Ahafo.
Yeah, go. So
Nah. Yeah.
That's I thought Gosu was like the
okay.
capital of Ahafo, right?
I think before the separation of regions, it was Bono Ahafo and Sunyani was the capital. But after
Yeah.
the separation, I think Godso is now for Ahafo, if I'm still
Oh, I see.
correct on that.
Yeah, I know those places. From Gosu, you go to Mem, you go to Bedia, Konkasapi. I know those places.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so hey, today Black he says, must the recommendation letter come from your department only?
Mm-mm.
Let me
No,
leave
no,
this to the expert.
no, not necessarily. I mean, recommendation could come from your supervisor at work. It could come from a religious person. I had, one student that had a president to recommend him as well. So yeah, the most important thing is the person should have like an institutional email address. That's the most important thing.
Yeah.
Hi, Samuel Adu. How you doing, sir? Samuel, you have to unmute your microphone if possible. Put your video on. Hi, Samuel.
Yeah, hi, Fred.
Go ahead. We are listening, sir.
Actually, I graduated this year from the University of Education, reading from the with political science education, and I want to read public administration, and I just want to find out if it can be possible. But actually, I had a course which is Introduction to Public Administration as one of the course when I was doing my undergrad.
Helen, you want to go on?
Yes, it's possible. Kindly repeat what you said last. You said you did a course in something.
I actually read a course which is Introduction to Public Administration as one of the course on the transcript when I was reading political science education as undergrad student. But I want to further do public administration as a master course, like doing it in masters.
That's excellent. First of all, like Fred and Ben been saying that you can switch regardless your undergraduate degree to do whichever masters that you want to do. However, you having this foundation in public administration is going to be of great help. And even with that, you can chip that in your statement of purpose that having gotten this foundation, you are ready to take up other courses in relation to this. So yes, it's possible and you can. You are setting up yourself for success and you've already started having that course that you have taken. Yes, so you can go ahead and apply.
All right, Helen. All right then.
Yeah, thank you for coming. So we can take, hi Fred, please, what is the way forward for me to apply from the diploma to masters?
I already explained that, for diploma, you need to put in extra effort because you're going to compete with people who have 4 years of transcript or 8 semesters of transcript. So if you work on a transcript evaluation, if you write a GRE, it's going to be helpful. You also have to understand that not every department or every school would admit a 3 year or 6 semesters of transcript into direct master's degree. So you need to ask them first before you apply. All right, we have over 2,000 people tuning in live to watch us. That's interesting. We really appreciate the support. Let us hear from you in the comment section. Where are you watching us from? What is the time at your end? Helen, what's the time at your end?
It's 2:48 p.m.
Okay, and Ben?
Eastern.
Yeah, 7:48 p.m.
Okay, let's hear from you. Which country are you watching us from? What's the name of the city? And I say, Ukrabe na Osha, ye bole bamboy na wa mi unhu. What's the time at your end as well? Um, okay, I think we have Jesse. Hi, Jesse. Jesse, you have to unmute your microphone. If Jesse is not ready, we talk to Ruth. Hi, Ruth.
Hello.
Ruth, 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 do ceiling na you. Okay, all right, let's go on, Ruth.
Yes, please, I wanted to. Good evening.
Yeah,
Hello.
we can hear you, Ruth.
Good evening. Good evening.
Good evening.
Please, I wanted to
Yeah,
ask
yeah.
if I want to apply for undergrad degree. Please, can I merge two results?
You can't apply for undergrad in degree. Ruth Nyantobasi, take your time and ask your question. What's your question? You can't apply
Okay.
for undergrad in degree. Take your time.
Okay,
What?
a
What's the
degree.
Ruth Nyantobasi? Any frame a question here. What's the question? Take your time.
Okay. So I want to apply for a degree, Bachelor of Science.
Okay, you want to apply for a bachelor's degree. Do you have like a high school qualification, or what qualification do you have?
Yeah, high school qualification, WASI.
Oh, okay. Okay, I see. And see, what's in what program did you pursue at high school?
General Science.
Oh, okay. 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 Awesome. Now, highest grade you're saying and lowest grade you're saying.
A1 to C6.
Okay.
C7.
All right. Then yes, you can apply. But any what's in
Okay.
Kwana with the Bayer application. No? There are other application documents you need to get from your school in order to work on the application. So if you have a pen and a paper, or somebody can be typing in the comments for us, I'm going to list the other documents you need to get in addition to your WASI results that could help you with the application. But what I say?
Okay.
Okay. So can somebody be typing them in the comments? You need to. Do you have a passport by now? Me a secondary
Yes,
school na
please.
mini passport. Oh, and yes, oh, me a secondary school na mini passport. Okay. So you need your passport. You will need your transcript from your high school, and then you will need an English
Okay.
proficiency letter from the high school as well. And then you have to get 2 recommendations. Yes.
Recommendation. What are
Any,
they?
any problem. You don't necessarily have to have all of them now. Who's a fan when your information? No, Jinyan was now the church tour. Na a penetra coin. All the
Okay.
documents I mentioned, you can get all of them from your school except the passport. But you clearly mentioned you have the passport. So let's work on getting the other, application document. In your SAR document now, then we can start the application from there.
Okay. Please, another question.
Me too.
Please, can I merge two results? As in, I have NOVDEC results and
That's a
WASI
very good
results.
That's a very good question. I wanted to make a video about that. Yes, you can merge the WASI result, and this is what you have to do. Um, you have to write a message or just explanation of how you intend to merge it. So you have to let them understand. Who said abrochire omon wasi? Into omonte wasi results, and they say, okay, I can have 2 wasi results. Do you get it? So what you have to do is that you would write an
Okay.
explanatory note, or you write something to explain that maybe I wrote this exams on this month, maybe July 2024, and I had this result. In July 2025, I wrote this and I had this result. So if I combine the two of them, it means that integrated science, then you pick the best out of it. So if you had maybe B and in one and then A in the other one, then you choose the A in one result. Where you had maybe C and the other one you had A, you select that one. So what I'm trying to say is that because you and I are Ghanaians, if we say NOVDEC or 2 WASI results, we understand. but you are applying to the university abroad where a white person do not understand that you can go to high school and get 2 results. So you need to write something to explain to them that over here in my country, I can have 2 WASI results, and here is how I'm trying to combine them. So where I had D7, please do not use the 2025 one. Use the 2024 grade that I had. I don't know if what I'm saying makes sense to you, Ruth.
Yes, yeah, it makes sense.
Yeah. So yes, you can combine the
Okay.
2 results, and I've done that for a lot of people in the past.
Okay,
All right. Is
please,
that
I
all you
have
have?
another question.
Okay.
No, another question.
Mhm.
Please, can you also apply as a transfer student?
Okay, so the difference between freshman and transfer is that freshman means that you've never been to university or college before. So you are applying to start afresh. That is from level 100. As a continuing student, it means that you are somewhere in level 200 or level 300 in university, or you graduated from maybe training college or something and you are applying. That is where you apply as a transfer student. But you cannot use high school results to apply as a transfer student. It doesn't work like that.
Okay. Please, can you apply in level 100?
Rephrase that question.
Can you apply as a transfer student in level 100?
In level 100, it means that you have how many semesters of transcript do you have?
Like 2 semesters.
That may not be enough to apply as a transfer. The universities may not be willing to accept that as a transfer. Normally, they would accept 3 or 4 semesters as a transfer. However, even if you want to apply as a transfer from level 100, I would rather advise that you use the WASI results to apply.
The WASI result as a transfer student.
No, as a as a freshman. Not that you can't use WASI to apply as a
Oh,
transfer.
okay.
All
Okay.
right. Thank you for coming. Ben, are you answering more questions? Because I think we've kept Helen here for a very long time. We've done like 2 hours. So yeah, Brett. I am tired though. If you guys are not tired, your microphone is muted, Ben.
Helen said there is no black coffee, so you can still go.
Okay. Okay. That's fine.
Very.
I am getting tired.
He
Anyway.
says, my name is Philippa. I am 51 years and a teacher. I have BSc in fashion and textiles designs education. Can I do masters in early childhood?
Yeah.
Yeah, 51 years, masters in early childhood. Highly possible. We need to see your transcripts first. That would help whether you can apply or not. And also the gap years. We need to find maybe a professional experience or write an exams to fit in for the gap years as well. So yeah, it's possible. There's no age limit. I think all my classmates, they are older than me. They are grown people. Oh. They all have kids and they are married and all that. So yeah, it's possible. Let's see if we can bring other people on. Mr. Joseph, how you doing? No, we can't hear you. Hi, Joseph. Oh, Mr. Joseph, earpiece didn't work. You are Joseph, earpiece didn't work. You Ayeka.
Ito what's my casa?
This one is better.
What's my casa?
Yete wonka.
Okay. Okay. Um, very inspiring and very educative. Today's my first time joining, even though I've been following you on Facebook every day and every time. So I want to also ask this question. I have a bachelor degree in French education from University of Education, Winneba, and I want to pursue masters in international relations and international law. Is it possible?
Why not French? Why not a master's degree in French? French has a lot of scholarships. Why not French though?
Um, Actually, what you are saying is true, but studying French in Ghana, you don't actually acquire the oral skills of it. Everything has been two pass and forgotten. You just graduated, let's say, first class or second class,
Okay,
and
no
you
problem.
just be there.
Yeah, the international relations is possible with your French background. We just have to search for universities that have those programs. We talk to them. Even diplomacy is also another option. Um, communications and international studies. Ohio University has a program like that. International development studies. Yes, there's a program like that. So yeah, you can definitely apply. Okay. Ben, do you want to take more people? I am tired.
Oh, as long as they are.
Ben, what's your energy level?
Oh, me, dear Helen, it all depends on you.
Are there more questions coming in?
Yeah, we have at least I think 2
Ben, I can't
people.
hear you.
Can you hear me now?
I can't hear you.
Oh my God, but I can hear you. Please, if you can hear me, type in the comment section. Let me know.
Yeah, I can also hear you from here, but I don't know. Helen, can you hear me?
I can't hear anyone.
Oh, okay. Then Ben, I think we have to conclude.
Yeah. So let's take this one from Bright. I think Bright has been here for a long time. Yeah, Bright.
Yeah, hello, Ben.
Speak to us.
Yeah, good morning from my end.
Yeah,
In
good
fact,
morning.
Mr. Fred is a friend to me. I just want to say hi to him and also say a big kudos to the great work that he's actually doing. I've been following him since 2019, 2020, and I must say that I have really learned a lot from him. Personally, he coached me, although I couldn't get a visa at that time. I'm proud to say that through his coaching and his advice and some of his tips, I'm currently a student at the United Arab Emirates University here in United Arab Emirates. I'm currently pursuing my PhD in petroleum engineering. So, I
Interesting.
mean, kudos to Mr. Fred and the entire team. I'm really grateful and God bless him. Basically, that.
All right. Thank you. We are grateful you have remembered the work the team has done for you. We wish you a very success in wherever you are. Helen, can you hear me now?
Ben, I can't hear you. I can't hear you.
Oh my God. Okay, no problem. So let's try and do the draw. Now we have 233 joining us in the draw. So let's see who wins. Okay, so congratulations to Efua Nyamewa as the winner for today's draw. So Efua, okay, Fred, want to come?
Yeah, for you send us a message on Instagram. The reason why the Fred effect appeared is because I also typed in the comment section. So people should understand that it's a system. We don't control it. And so when you type your comment, that's how the system captures it. So that's how come it ended up selecting the Fred effect at the same time. So yeah, it's been a great session. We thank you all for joining. We wanted to conclude with Helen, but unfortunately she's not hearing us. But it's been helpful. Remember, the podcast will be live across all the Fred Effect social media platforms. At the moment, if you have a qualification, bachelor's or high school, send your transcript to our Instagram, the Fred Effect. It is a verified account, and then we'll let you know whether you can secure an admission and a scholarship. And we also have a collaboration with Argo Visa. Argo Visa is a team of ex-visa officers, and so if you are preparing for a visa interview, try and talk to Argo Visa That's the link I'm sharing on the screen. So you type it in your browser, rb.gy/ku72vb, and then you can schedule a one-on-one consultation with an ex-visa officer before you go for your visa interview. Let's see if Helen can give us our final word before we wrap up today. Helen, can you hear us now?
Yes, I can hear you. I had to sign out and come in again.
So final words
So
before we
your
close
final
today.
words, especially to those in Sankore.
I can't hear again. I cannot hear again.
Can you hear me now? Oh man, okay. Helen cannot hear us, so Ben, we draw the curtains today. We appreciate everyone for joining, and next week we'll come your way with another exciting episode of the Study Abroad podcast with the Fred Effect. Be sure to follow, subscribe, share, like, so that you can people can also benefit from the ideas and information we share on this platform. Ben, we will see people next week.
Yeah, sure.